Hello, welcome you all to the next video lecture of my EMTL videos. So in this session in this lecture video I am going to continue the that is vector algebra part 2 here. Okay, so in this video lecture let us concentrate on the vector multiplication. In the last videos we have seen what is actually a vector and what is a scalar and what is a position vector and what is the distance vector we have seen, and we have seen some related problems, we have solved some related problems. Okay, in this lecture video I am going to discuss about you the vector multiplication. Vector multiplication. So generally vector multiplication is carried out, suppose if you are having a vector, suppose A and B, okay, we can multiply that vectors in two ways. Either we can carry it out in by using dot product or cross product. Okay, so it is dependent how they are multiplied. Okay, so vector multiplication, that is vector multiplication we can perform either in two ways. That is vector multiplication we have in two methods. Vector multiplication can be performed in two ways. So first one is let me take the dot product or scalar product. Scalar, or it is also known as dot product. So if I have two vectors, that is if A and B are any two vectors, so I can have the scalar or dot product as A dot B. Okay, so A dot B, okay, it is the dot product of the two vectors A dot B, and we are having the next one, vector or cross product. Vector or cross product. That is A cross B. So we need to spell this as A dot B, and we need to read this as A cross B. Okay, so we should not read this as A into B or A into B. Okay, so this is the very important, you need to remember, we have to remember what is A dot B and what is A cross B. Similarly, if we have more than two vectors, we can multiply, we can have the result either it may be a scalar or vector, how they are multiplied. Suppose vector, that is vector multiplication for three vectors. Vector multiplication of three vectors A, B and C. If I have A, B, C vectors, I can have scalar triple product like this. Scalar triple product. So it is given by A dot B cross C. Okay, A dot B cross C, and vector triple product as vector triple product as A cross B cross C. A cross of B cross C we have to read. Okay, now let us see these in one by one, detail in one by one. Okay, so in this video lecture we are going to focus on this vector multiplication. First I will take the dot product. Okay, dot product So here we are going to denote this as A dot B. Okay. So dot product, how we are going to represent, and suppose dot product is carried out if we have two vectors A and B. So the dot product of two vectors can be taken as A dot B as the product of their magnitudes and the cosine of the angle between them. Okay. So this is the basic definition which we are having for dot products. Okay. Dot product, it is defined as the product of the magnitude, product of their magnitudes, that is A mod B and the cosine of the angle between them. Okay. So let us write the definition here. The dot product of two vectors A and B is the product of the magnitudes A and B and cosine of the angle between them. So now this is the basic definition which we are going to give. So I can write the mathematically I can write like this: A dot B is equal to mod A mod B cos theta of AB. Okay. So mod A and mod B will give the magnitudes of A and B, and cos theta of AB is the cosine of the angle between them. Theta of AB is the smaller angle between A and B, and mod A and mod B are the magnitudes of A and B vectors. So here the result, I mean the dot product. So if we are going to have the dot product between two vectors, the result is a scalar. Okay. The result of a dot product is always a scalar. So it is named as scalar or dot product. Okay. So the dot product is always going to give the result as a scalar. Okay. Now suppose if I have two vectors, if A is given as A vector Ax, Ay, Az are the components of this one, I can also write this vector in this form: Ax plus Ay plus Az. Similarly, I can take another vector B. Let me take another vector B, Bx, By and Bz, or else I can also write this as Bx plus By plus Bz. Now if at all I want to dot product these two vectors, I can directly perform the dot product like this. Okay. A dot B is given as Ax plus Ay plus Az dot Bx plus By plus Bz. Okay. Now if you are making the dot product, okay, here always you have to remember that Ax dot Ax is always 1, Ax dot Ay is 0, Ax dot Az is 0, and similarly Ay dot Ax is 0, Ay dot Ay is 1, Ay dot Az is 0, similarly and so on. Okay. So the dot product of same vectors is 1 and different vectors is 0. So I can write here like this: A dot B is given as Ax Bx plus Ay By plus Az Bz. Okay, this is the dot product. Just we have to take the product of the magnitude of these two vectors. Okay, Now let me take this as equation 1 and this as equation number 2. This as equation 1 and this as equation number 2. Now if two vectors are orthogonal, that is perpendicular, so their result is always 0. So if two vectors are orthogonal or perpendicular, then the dot product is 0, that is A dot B is 0. So how we are going to get? Let us see this one. Suppose if I take a vector like this, a vector, and if I take another vector like this, perpendicular means the angle is 90 degrees. Okay, so the cos theta of this is A and this is B. So what we know the basic definition here, A dot B is equal to AB cos theta of AB. So here we are going to take AB cos 90. So cos 90 is always 0 here, that is A dot B will give me the result as 0. So always remember that if the angle between the two vectors is 90 degrees, then their dot product is 0. Similarly, if we take the parallel vector, if the vectors are parallel, that is A vector is lying on B vector, A and B vectors are on the same direction, then there is no angle, that is theta of AB is 0 degrees. So then I can have the dot product as A dot B is equal to mod A mod B cos theta of AB is cos 0 is 1 here, that is I will get only the magnitudes A bar and B bar. Okay, now so that is about the product of the two vectors and perpendicular and parallel vectors. So both A and B are on the same line, then we are having A dot B as mod A mod B. Okay, now we have to note some basic laws for the dot product here. Note following laws. So first is commutative law here. Commutative law. So we know that commutative law is A plus B is equal to A dot B is equal to B dot A. So B dot A. So because we are not going to have difference, if we dot product we can take, that is A dot B or B dot A will give the same result. This equation will give the same result. Okay, we don't have any difference here. And distributive law tells me that A plus B plus C, A dot B plus C will give me the result A dot B plus A dot C. So this is also very important, you can check on your own. And also known that if we are going to have the dot product of same vectors, that is A dot of A dot will give the magnitude of A square or A square. So here just we are going to do the product of these two vectors. Okay, suppose if I have A and A, so we will get as A square. Okay, now similarly we have to note this following, this one. Okay, that is AX dot AX is equal to AY dot AY and AZ dot AZ is equal to 1. Similarly AX dot AY, AY dot AZ and AZ dot AX is always 0. Okay, so the dot product of same vectors, unit vectors, is always 1 and the dot product of different unit vectors is always 0. You have to remember. Okay, right. So you can visualize these by using this one. this one, the dot product, this is for 90 degrees, 90 degrees is for AD. Suppose if you are having AX like this, AY like this, so the dot product of the perpendicular vectors is 0, and the dot product of the if they are lying on the same line, then it is 1. Okay, AX, AY. Okay, now let us see the cross product. Okay, this is the entire thing about the dot product. Now let us see what is cross product or vector product. So vector product, let me write the cross product, or vector product. So dot product, as we have seen, the result of the dot product is always a scalar, and in the name itself we are having the cross product. The cross product of the always the result of the cross product is always a vector. Okay, now in this one you have to first we need to understand the that is definition. What is the vector product or the cross product? Okay, if we are having two vectors A and B, so the cross product of two vectors A and B is defined as or written as A cross B. So always you have to remember that we are going to write the dot product of two vectors as A cross B. It is defined as is a vector quantity whose magnitude is the area of parallelogram. Okay, so is it is a vector product, and its vector product is always a magnitude of that is the product of whose magnitude is the area of parallelogram. Okay, area of parallelogram formed by A cross B, and whose that is surface is normal to the cross product. Okay, so that is I can write in this one that is the cross product of two vectors, the cross. So I can write the simple definition also, that is A cross B is given as the cross product of mod A mod B sin theta of AB into AN, that is the product of their magnitudes and the sine of the angle between them and the unit normal vector perpendicular to the plane containing A and B, vectors containing A and B. The product of two vectors A and B is written as A cross B. A cross B is a vector quantity. Okay, already we know it is a vector quantity whose magnitude is the area of parallelogram, whose magnitude is the area of parallelogram by A and B, and is in the direction of right-handed screw So you have to remember this, you have to understand this one, right-handed screw as A turned to B. So let me explain this one. So suppose if you are having this this is the right hand, this is my right hand. Suppose these fingers is A and this side is B. If I am turning these towards B, so the advancement will give me the over the thumb. Okay, so this is the right hand thumb rule. Okay, so A is turned over B. Okay, this is very important in order to understand this cross product. Okay, let me draw that to according to the definition we are having like this. So this is the area of parallelogram formed by these two vectors, that is A and B vectors, and this is a A cross B. So this is a A cross B. So this is so here it is the definition is the vector quantity whose magnitude is the area of parallelogram. So the area of this parallelogram is formed by these vectors A and B when it is turned towards A is turned towards B, like this. Okay. Now according to the definition I can write here as the the cross product of two vectors A cross B is given as mod A mod B, the magnitudes, the product of the magnitudes and sine of the angle between them and the unit normal vector. So this is the basic definition or mathematical form of the cross product of two vectors. So it is given as so we have to we can define from this mathematical statement itself. The cross product of two vectors is given as the product of their magnitudes and sine of the angle between them and the unit normal vector perpendicular to the plane vectors containing A and B. Suppose if I take this is the surface which A and B containing, so the unit normal vector will be like this. Okay, this perpendicular to this one. Okay, so where AN is the unit normal vector, here AN is the unit normal vector plane containing A and B, plane containing A and B vectors, A and B, and the direction of AN. So we need the important, that is we need to know the direction here. Okay, the direction of this AN is taken as A is turned over B, that is right-handed rule, thumb rule or right-handed screw. Okay, either of this we can take. Okay, the direction of AN is taken as the right-handed thumb rule or also right-handed screw rule also we can take. Okay, so either of these we can take, right-handed screw rule or alternatively we can have or right-handed screw rule, So let me draw the screw diagram here, right-handed screw. So this is the screw here. So this is a vector A and this is a vector B, A and this is a vector B, and this is the A cross B, and the unit normal vector will be always perpendicular to the plane A and B containing A and B, and this is the angle between. So here you need to remember that A vector is always going to move towards the B vector. Okay, so A vector is moved toward the B vector. So that is how we are going to determine the cross product or vector product. Okay, so this right-handed screw rule will give us the concept of the cross product. Okay, now if we have the vector multiplication equation, one is so now let us take, if I have two vectors, if two vectors A, that is AX, AY and AZ I have, and another vector B is equal to BX, BY and BZ. Now I can take the cross product of these two vectors simply like this, the basic definition. Hope you might have come across this one. A cross B is equal to AX, AY and AZ. First we need to write the unit vectors. Next we have to write the components of AX, AY and AZ, and next BX, BY and BZ I have to write. Okay, now after writing this one, I have to take the determinant of this one. I can write like this: A cross B is equal to, so this minus this, that is the product of this one, that is AY BZ minus AZ BY into AX plus, so I have to take plus, I will take plus. Why? Because I will take, instead of taking this one, I will take AZ BX minus AX BZ, okay, into AY plus next this one AX BY minus AX BY minus AY BX into AZ. So this is the this is another equation, that is, let us take this as equation 2 and this as equation number 3. Okay, now so this cross product we are going to get by using the cyclic permutation. So this cross product we are going to get by the result is by cyclic permutation, Next we will go to the next one, that is so as we have seen the properties of the dot product, let us see here the cross product, the basic properties. Note basic properties here. Basic properties, first one, what is the first one? Commutative law. Okay, so it is not commutative. Okay, actually it is not going to satisfy commutative law. It is not commutative. That is, as we have seen that A dot B is equal to B dot A, it is not going to satisfy the same here, that is A cross B is not equal to B cross A always. Okay, that is A cross B is never equal to B cross A. So but we can write it is not anti-commutative. Okay, it is anti-commutative, that is, I can say that A cross B is equal to minus B cross A, I can write. Okay, I can write minus B cross A. Okay, next similarly it is not associate, it is not associative. Okay, it is not associative. A cross B is not equal to A cross B cross C. Okay, similarly we are having another one, that is, it is distributive, but it is going to satisfy distributive. It is distributive. The third one is it is distributive, that is A cross B plus C is equal to A cross B plus C is equal to A cross B plus A cross C, and finally I am going to take the dot product, cross product of two same vectors. It will be giving me the zero result here, that is zero result here, that is, as we have seen A dot A, it is given as A square, but A cross A will give me the zero result. Okay, and we need to remember some of the following formulas here. Note, very important note here, that is the cross product of AX cross AX cross AY and AY cross AZ and AZ cross AX. So it will give me the cyclic result here. AX cross AY is AZ, AX and AY. Similarly, if I reverse this one, AY cross AX and AZ cross AY and AX cross AZ, it will give me the negative result, that is minus AZ minus AX minus AY. So this we can obtain by using the circle here, which is very easy. to understand AX, AY, AZ. So this is a clockwise circle, so it will give me the result as AX cross AY is AZ and AY cross AZ is AX, AZ cross AX is AY. So this is the positive cycle, and if I take same AX, AY, AZ, so this is the reverse one. If I take the reverse one, okay, so this is minus AZ, minus AX and minus AY. So this is the clockwise result will give me clockwise movement. Clockwise movement will give me positive result, will be positive. Anti-clockwise here, anti-clockwise will give negative result. So that is about the dot product and cross product of two vectors. Now similarly, let us concentrate on the scalar triple product and vector triple product here. This is also very simple, and if you know the dot product and cross product, that is understood the concept, it is easy to understand the vector and scalar triple product. Okay, let us see that one by one. So here scalar triple product. Scalar triple product. Scalar triple product. Suppose if I have vectors A, B, C, okay, suppose I have three vectors A, B and C are there. The scalar triple product is given as A dot B cross C is equal to, next if I take this one, next B dot C cross A, next C A cross B. So you need to remember this like B, A first you have to A, B, C, next B cross C, C cross A and A cross B. So very simple to understand. This is, here we are going to obtain by cyclic permutation. Obtained by cyclic permutation. This is also very important. Obtained by cyclic permutation. So this is easy to understand and also remember. If I take that, if A is given like this, you can also check this result easily by performing this operation like this. That is AX, AY, AZ is also equal to AX, AY, AY plus AZ, AZ. Similarly, B as BX, BY and BZ, BX, AX plus BY, AY plus BZ, AZ. Now I have to take the cross product first, and next I have to take the dot product next. Okay, so similarly you can also do this same thing and you can get the result here, that is C is equal to CX, CY and CZ, or CX, AX plus CY, AY plus CZ, AZ. Okay, that is how we are going to see the result here. Now if I perform this, let us perform this first. Okay, that is A dot B cross C. So in order to do that one, first I have to take the cross product here. After that we will take the dot product here. Okay, next first I will take the dot product, cross product here. B cross C is equal to AX, ay and az, bx, by, bz, cx, cy and cz. Okay. Next I can take here like this, b cross c is equal to, this is by cz minus bz cy into ax plus, next this one a1 means I will take, instead of this one I will take like this, bz cx minus bx cz into ay plus ay, that is az. Okay, that is bx cy minus by cx into az. Now I got the result of b cross c here. I will take the dot product with this one. So let us see what happens. A dot b cross c is equal to, a is ax plus ay plus az dot this one, this entire thing. Okay, what happens? Let us see. by cz minus bz cy ax, let me write a square bracket here, plus I will write here bz cx minus bx cz into ay plus bx cy minus by cx into az. Okay. So the dot product of ax dot ax is 1, ay dot ay is 1, az dot az is 1. Okay. I will take just the product here, ax into by cz minus bz cy plus, next this into this. Okay, ay into bz cx minus bx cz plus az into this one, bx cy minus by cx. So this result can be obtained by so I can obtain this result, that is this result directly like this, that is a dot b cross c is equal to ax ay az. First I have to take the I have to take only the magnitudes here. Next similarly bx by bz, next cx cy cz. Okay, if we are going to take this one, we will get the same result, that is ax into this minus this into this minus this. Next you can check this result. Okay, hope we will get the same result here, and similarly we can perform this and this similarly and so on. Okay, right. Next we will go for the vector triple product. So this is about the scalar triple product. I think it is very easy to do and to understand also. Next, so next vector triple product. Right. So vector triple product, suppose I have vectors a, b and c, a, b, c vectors. For 3 vectors a, b and c, the vector triple product of a, b, c we are going to write like this: a cross b cross c is equal to, we are having a famous, well known rule called back cap rule. Okay, it is back cap rule. Okay, so we have to remember this one, that is b into a dot c, that is a dot c here, minus c into A dot B. So if you remember this back cab rule, okay, back cab rule is very important to understand this in order to perform this A cross B cross C. Okay, always remember that if you are having three vectors A, B, C, if you remember this back cab rule, we can perform any three vector multiplication very easily. Okay, so very important. So that is we can also perform. That is we have to perform these first two cross products, and next we have to take the cross product of this one. Okay, we have to perform the cross product 2 times here. Okay, next, so you can do this. We can also have the proof for this one. Hope it is very easy. If at all, so let us see this proof here. Okay, A cross B cross C is equal to, so first we need to take the B cross C result here. B cross C is equal to AX, AY, AZ, BX, BY and BZ, CX, CY into CZ. Okay, now let me take the determinant here, B cross C here. Let us see what happens. B cross C is equal to this one. Okay, that is BY CZ minus BZ CY into AX plus, next I will take this one AX AY. So I will take BZ CX minus BX CZ into AY plus this one. Okay, BX CY minus BY CX into AZ. Okay, so I got the cross product here. Now I have to take another cross product for this one AX. AX BX cross C will give me like this, AX AY and AZ. So what are the first one? AX AY and AZ. And what are the result for this one? This one. Okay, that is BY CZ minus BZ CY, next BZ CX minus BX CZ, next BX CY minus BY CX. Now I have to take other determinant here. So let us see what happens here. So this determinant is very easy. Okay, that is AX, this into this minus this. Okay, so I will directly multiply here. What happened? BY AY into this one, AY BX CY minus AY BX CY minus that is CX, sorry, CY into CX minus this one into this one. Okay, minus AZ BZ CX, I will get plus here, AZ BX CZ into AX plus, next AY into, I have to take, instead of this one I will take this one into this. Okay, that is AZ, I will take AZ BY CZ minus AZ BZ CY minus AX into this minus this. Okay, AX BX CY plus AX BY CX into AY plus, I have to take this minus this. Okay, that is AX BZ CX minus AX BX CZ minus AY BY CZ minus plus, I will get here AY BZ CY into AZ. Okay, so this is the cross product here. Now I have to perform this one. I will get the same result here, so you can check that one. First I will take A dot C. A dot C will give me the direct components here, that is AX CX plus AY CY plus AZ CZ. Similarly I will take B here. B dot B means what here? B into A dot C I have to take, that is what I get here, BX AX plus BY AY plus BZ AZ dot into AX CX plus AY CY plus AZ CZ. Okay, what I get here? AX BX CX into AX BX CX into AX plus next this one AY next this one into this one. Okay, AY CY BX into AX plus AZ BX AZ BX into CZ into AX. Sir, next these two into these three. Okay, that is AX BY into CX AY plus AY BY CY into AY plus next BY AZ BY into CZ into AY plus these two into this term into these three terms. Okay, AX CX BX BZ CX into AZ plus AY BZ into CY AZ plus this into this one. Okay, AZ BZ into CZ into AZ. Okay, these are the terms I have got, and similarly I have to get C into A dot B. Okay, that is C into A dot B I have to get. What I get here? CX AX plus CY AY plus CZ AZ. I have to take the product here, that is A dot B will give me direct components here, AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. Now I will take the product here. What I get here? I will get the 9 whole totally, that is these into these three, this into these three, and this into these three. Okay, AX BX CX into AX next plus AY BY into CX into AX plus AZ BZ into CX into AX plus next these into these three. Okay, that is AX BX into CY into AY plus AY BY into CY into AY plus AZ BZ into CY into AY plus next this into these three. Okay, next AX BX into CZ into AZ plus AY BY into CZ into AZ plus AZ BZ CZ into AZ. So now I have got these two. Just I have to perform this LHS operation, RHS operation, B into A dot C minus C into A dot B. So if I do that one directly, you can see from here, that is this is the second one, and these are the first terms here. So if you subtract this one, most of the terms are going to cancel here. That is AX BX CX and AX BX CX, this one AY BY CY and this AY BY CY, and next AZ CZ BZ and this one. Okay, and if you take the common thing, we will get this same result what I have done. Okay, so it will take long time to me to write again here. So you just perform this subtraction, will get the same result here. Okay, now okay, I will stop here. Why? Because it will take again lengthy derivation. So you will get the same result here. LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, this is about vector triple product. Now Now let me write the last topic of this one, that is components of vector. Components of vector. So after the direct application of vector product, we are going to have the projection. So projection or component both are same. So a direct application of vector is, that is vector product is finding, and that is used to determining projection or component of a vector, projection or component. So we are having two types here, that is we are having a scalar and vector component here or projection here. So we are having the projection can be a scalar or vector. The projection can be a scalar or vector. Okay, so let us do that one. So first we will take the scalar projection here. So the scalar projection, okay, given a vector, let us take here, given a vector A, okay, I am taking a vector A, we define the scalar projection or scalar component, we can say the scalar component AB on vector B, AB of A along vector B. So we are going to take like this, that is suppose if you are having a vector like this, that is a vector. So this is a A vector and this is the B vector here. So now I am going to take the projection of this A vector onto this vector like this. Okay, so this is the projection of A vector on the B vector. Okay, so this is given as AB, theta of AB. Now from this is a scalar projection, and I will write here the vector projection also, the diagram here, that is so vector projection, this is the second diagram. So first I will explain about this scalar projection. In scalar projection, from this what is the cos theta of AB, cosine angle of this one, that is cos theta of AB is given by AB by A. Okay, AB by A. So I can write here as AB as A cos theta of AB I can write. Okay, now AB is equal to A cos theta of AB. Now I can write this AB as like this, AB is equal to mod A of AB cos theta of AB. Okay, so the dot product of I am using the dot product rule here, A mod B cos theta of AB, that is A dot B. Now I can write here as AB, this is the scalar projection or scalar component, that is A dot AB. Okay, A dot AB. So it will give me this result. Okay, let us take the equation 1. Now the vector component of AB, next similarly we can get the vector component of AB is simply just multiplying the, we are going to multiply this AB. Okay, that is unit vector AB, we are going to multiply along this equation. Okay, we will get the vector component. Okay, the vector component of AB is just multiplication of AB to equation 1. Okay, what is that one? That is, I can just multiply this one. That is, this is a scalar, this is a scalar 1. The vector 1 will be bold letter here, bold letter AB will give me, that is A dot AB into AB. Okay, so that is, I can write here as AB into this AB. Okay, just on the right hand side, this left hand side AB into AB, here AB into, so on both sides I am going to multiply this AB. Okay, on this equation 1. Okay, here I will get AB, here I will get AB, so this will give me the result of AB. Okay, this is the vector projection. Okay, so this vector projection is here we can see this one vector component is resolved into two orthogonal components here, that is, one is parallel to B, another one is perpendicular to this B. Okay, so here the vector projection we are going to get along two vectors, that is, one is along the B vector and another is along the perpendicular to this one. Okay, so these are the two projections are component of one vector over the other. Okay, so this is a very important equation which we are going to use in the problem solving. So in order to find the vector product, vector component, we have to use this equation. If at all, if you want to find the scalar projection, we have to use this equation, that is equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, right, we will stop here and we will do some problems relating to this dot product and cross product, and we will finish this lecture video. So let me write the first problem here. Very simple problems I have taken. So given vectors, problems here. Given vectors A is equal to 3ax plus 4ay plus az, and b is equal to 2ay minus 5az. Okay, find angle between A and B. Find angle between A and B. So this is a very simple question. He has given two vectors here, A and B. So just we have to find the angle between them, that is theta of AB we have to find. So this can be done in two ways. Okay, that is, either we can use dot product or cross product, we have to get the same result. Okay, so if you either use dot product or cross product, you have to get the same result. Let us do this one. Given, let us write the given data here. A is equal to 3ax plus 4ay plus az, that is 3, 4, 1 I can write here, and B vector he has given as 2ay minus 5az, that is 0, 2, minus 5. Now for this vector I have to take, we can find by using dot product or cross product. First we will use the dot product here. Dot product, let me do this one by dot product. So we know the dot product formula, that is A dot B is equal to mod A mod B cos theta of AB. So A dot B, first we will take the dot product here. A dot B means A dot B, that is 3ax plus 4ay plus az dot b 2ay minus 5az. So here we don't have x term here, that is x is 0 here, so that's why it will get 0 here, plus 4 to 8 here, az dot az is 1 here, ax dot ay is 1, ay dot az is 1, and az dot az is 1, okay, that is minus 5, it is 3, okay, a dot b is 3 here. Next add to take the magnitudes of a and b. Magnitude of a is square root of 3 square plus 4 square plus 1 square, it will give me 9 plus 16 plus 1, that is equivalent to 26 I get here. Similarly, what is the b? Magnitude of b here, magnitude of b is 0 plus 0 square plus 2 square plus minus 5 square, that will give me 4 plus 25, it will give me root 29, okay. So now I can use the formula here, that is cos theta of AB will give me a dot b is 3 root 26 and root 29. So I can get here as apply like this, cos theta of AB is equal to cos inverse of 3 by root 26 root 29, okay. So which will give me the result as 83.70 degrees, okay. Similarly you can perform this by cross product here, that is a cross b is equal to, formula is mod a mod b sin theta of AB. So we have to take the magnitude here also, that is a cross b. What is a cross b here? A cross b is given as ax, ay, az. What is ax vector? 3, 4, 1, and next b is 0, 2, minus 5. Now let me perform this operation here, that is 5 minus 20 minus 2 minus ay into minus 15 0 plus az into 6 minus 0. So will give me minus 22 ax plus 15 ay plus 6 az, okay. Now I have to take the magnitude for this one, a cross b. A cross b magnitude will get as 22 square plus 15 square plus 6 square. So which will give me the result as root 745 here, okay. You have to use your calculators and you have to check the result, okay. Root 745, and theta of AB, that is I use the formula here, sin theta of AB will give me, that is root 745 by root a, that is 226 root 29, okay. Theta of AB equal to sin inverse of root 745 by root 26 root 29, which will give me the same result, that is 83.73 degrees, that is theta of AB. So this is also very simple problem, and next we will do the another problem here, that is second problem. After that we will wind up this one session. That is second problem I will do here. I hope this problem is very simple, and relating to this same first problem we will do another problem here in order to have the good command and exercise for this session. So you need to practice so many problems in order to get confidence over this topic, okay. Let me write the another second question here. Second question is, if A is equal to ax plus 3az and b is equal to 5ax plus 2ay minus 6az, So find theta of AB. Similarly, you have to find theta of AB. So we are going to get the same result. I mean, we are going to perform either by cross product or dot product. You have to get the same result. Solution here. Let me write the solution first. Okay, given A is equal to, he has given as 1, 0, 3 and B as 5, 2 minus 6. Okay. So by using dot product here, we'll perform the dot product here. Dot product A dot B is equal to mod A mod B cos theta of AB. So what is, first we will take the dot product here. Dot product of this one is A dot B is equal to 1 into 1, 1 5, 5, 0 into 0 is 0 plus 0, 3 minus 18. So which will give me minus 13, okay, minus 13, and mod A will give me root of 1 plus 0 plus 3 square, that will be giving me root 9 plus 1, that is 10, root 10. Similarly, mod B will give me 5 square 25 plus 4 plus 36, which will give me the result as root 65, okay, almost root 65. And next now we will apply this formula here. Cos theta of AB is equal to, what I get here, A dot B is minus 13 by root 10 into root 65, that is theta of AB is equal to cos inverse of this one minus 13 by root 650, which will give you 120.6, I think almost. This answer is 120.65 degrees. 120.65 degrees. Okay. So you perform the cross product operation and check the result whether we are going to get the same result or not. Next we will do the last problem of this session. That is very easy. The field quantities are given by, three quantities are given by, so we are having three quantities here. P as 2ax minus az, Q as 2ax minus ay plus 2az, and next R as 2ax minus 3ay plus az. So we have to determine the following: A, P plus Q cross P minus Q. B question, Q dot R cross P. Next C question, P dot Q cross R. Next D question, sin theta of QR. E question, P cross Q cross R. Next F question, a unit vector perpendicular to both Q and R. And G question, component of P along Q, the component of P along Q. Okay. So now let us do this problem one by one. It is very simple. So given these vectors P, Q, R there. So first we have to add this one and we have to take the cross product. Let us do that one. P plus Q. What happens here? What is P here? 2, 0, minus 1 plus Q. Q is 2 minus 1, 2. So what we get here? 2 plus 2 is 4. Next 0 minus 1 I will get here. Minus 1 plus 2, that is plus 1 only. Okay. Next P minus Q. 2 0 minus 1 minus of 2 minus 1 2. Okay. That is what I get here. 2 minus of minus 2, that is 0, 0 minus of minus 1, that is 1, and minus 1 of minus 1 of minus 2, that is minus 3 I get here. Okay. So now I have to take again the cross product of these two vectors. Okay, that is p minus q and p plus q I have to use, that is okay. Now I can write this one as 4ax minus ay plus az. I can write this one as ay minus 3az. Now I can take the cross product here, p plus q cross p minus q, that is will be equal to ax ay az, that is I can write here as 4 minus 1 1 0 1 minus 3. So you have to take the determinant here in order to get the solution. I will do here. What I get here? 1 minus 1 into 1 3, that is 3 minus 1 into ax minus ay into 4 3 is minus 12 minus 0 plus az into 4 minus 0. Okay, that is I get here as 2ax plus 12ay plus 4az. So this is the answer what I get for the p plus q. Okay. Similarly, next I get here this one, B question, q dot r cross p. So just I have to take the cross product of r cross p, and next we have to take the dot product of. Okay. So first we will do this one, that is r cross p will be equivalent to ax ay az. What is r here? 2 minus 3 1. Next what is p here? 2 0 minus 1. Okay. Now let us to do this one. Okay, what I get here? 3 minus 0 into ax minus ay into this minus 2 minus 2. Okay, plus az into this 0 minus plus, this will give 6. Okay. So this will be equal to 3ax minus plus 4 ay plus 6 az. This is r cross p. Now I have to take the dot product here, q dot r cross p. What is q here? 2ax minus ay plus 2az. Next dot this one, 3ax plus 4ay plus 6az. Okay. What is the dot product of ax dot ax is 1, that is 2 into 3 is 6 here, 6 minus minus minus. Okay. Ay dot ay is 1 minus 4 plus 6 to 12 here, az dot az is 1. So this will give me 14. Okay. It is a result is 14 here. Similarly, C question, p dot q cross r. So I have to take first here the cross product of q cross r. Q cross r will give me ax ay az. What is q here? 2 minus 1 and 2 here. What is r there? 2 minus 3 and 1 here. So what I get here? Minus 1 minus minus plus, you will get here 6, 3 to 6 here, ax minus ay into this minus, that is 2 minus 4 into ay plus az into minus 6 plus 2. What I get here? 7ax minus plus 2ay minus 4 az I get here. Okay. That is q cross r. So it is, I think, minus 1 here, minus 1 plus 6, that is 5ax I get here, sorry for that, 5ax plus 2ay minus 4az is the answer, that is for this one, q cross r. And next I have to take the dot product of p dot q cross r. What is p here? P is 2ax minus az dot, I have to take this one 5ax plus 2ay minus 4az. What I get here? Ax dot ax is 1, that is 5 to 10 here. I don't have a y term here, that is 0 here. Minus minus plus here, I get here as plus 4. It will be giving me 4. The same answer we got. And next we have to take the fourth one, sin theta r. Okay. I will erase and I will write here. I will do here because I need the question to do the problem here. Next, it is the D question, sin theta of QR. Okay. Sin theta of QR means I have to take the cross product of the Q cross R. I have to take. Okay. I have to take the cross product of Q cross R. Okay. That is sin QR is equal to, that is cross product of Q cross R by mod Q and mod R I have to take. Okay. So if you take Q cross R, what is Q cross R? Already we have got here, that is 5ax, this one. If I take the modulus for this one, what I get here? Modulus square root of 25 plus 4 plus 16 by Q, mod Q. Mod Q means square root of Q means 4 plus 1 plus 4. R is 4 plus 9 plus 1. So it will be giving me root, you have to calculate a square root of, it will be giving me root 45. Okay. Root 45 it will giving. Okay. And this is 9 means 3 I get here, and this one is 10, 14. I get here as 14. If I get 9 into 45 is 9 into means 3 into root 5 by 3 root 14. So that is I get here as the answer will be 0.5976. Okay, 0.5976 for this sin theta of QR will be equal to this one. Okay. Similarly, let me do the DE question. E, we are left with 3 questions here. E question, what is P cross Q cross R here? So I have to take the cross product twice here. First I have to take the cross product of Q cross R, and next I have to take the P cross. Okay, that is P cross Q cross R. Already we have done the Q cross R. Let me write the so we can do this problem by using back cap rule here. That is, if you remember this one, back cap rule. B means here Q into A means here P dot C means here R dot C means here R, A means here P, B means here Q. So if we are going to perform this one, it will be easy for us. So already Q is here. Q here, what is 2 comma minus 1 comma 2. P dot R already we have done. That is, it will be 4 y is 0 here minus 1 minus R what is R here? That is 2 minus 3 1. P dot Q means 2 into 2 4 minus, we don't have y term here, plus 0, and P dot R means P dot Q. Az is minus, I 2 get here. Okay, so 2 into minus 1 into 2 into, I get here as 3, 2 comma minus 3 comma 1, 4 minus 2 is 2 only. So I can write here as 6 minus 3 6 minus 4 3 is minus 6 2. So it will be giving me 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so this will be equivalent to 2 comma 3 comma 4 P cross Q cross R. Okay, so we can perform this by double cross product. It will be somewhat late process, so I will do this one by back cap rule. Okay, very easy to remember. And next we will do the F problem here, F1. So here we are going to perform the unit vector perpendicular to the both Q and R. Unit vector perpendicular to both q and r here. So that is I can write here as A as the unit vector, that is plus or minus q cross r by mod q mod r, q cross r mod, okay. That is plus or minus, already we have done q cross r, that is 5 comma 2 comma minus 4, already we have done this, and the modulus of this one is root 45, q cross r mod. So we have got here, that is root 45, this one is a root 45. So it will be giving me A is equal to plus or minus. So if you do this by individually 5 that is division, it will be giving me 0.745, 2 by divided by this one is 0.298 comma minus 0.596, okay. And finally if you are going to check these mod A, it will be equivalent to 1, okay. You can check individually, and finally we will do this one G. So here G, the component of P along Q, the component of P along Q. So the last topic which we have dealt, so the problem is relating to this one, that is PQ is equal to mod P, that is cos theta of PQ into AQ, okay. So now I can take the dot product of this one, that is P dot AQ into AQ, okay. So now I can take the dot product as like this, okay. P dot Q by mod Q into AQ is equal to Q by mod Q, okay. So I get here as Q by mod Q. So I can get here as like this, P dot Q into Q by mod Q whole square I get here. So finally P dot already we have done, I will erase this now. P dot Q already we have done, what is that result, I will write directly. P dot Q is 4, that is PQ, that is equal to 4 plus 0 minus 2, you can check the result, okay. 2 comma minus 1 comma 2 by mod Q is 4 plus 1 plus 4, that it will give me, so squaring this one, so I will get here as 2 by 9, that is 2 comma minus 1 comma 2, so which will be giving me PQ, that is projection of P along the Q, that is 0.444 AX minus 0.222 AY plus 0.444 AZ. So this is the answer for this one. So in this lecture video I hope we have completed all the vector multiplication regarding, that is vector dot product, cross product and the component of the vector, that is scalar projection and vector projection, and we have seen the problems relating to this. So hope you got this, hope you understood all these concepts here. So in the next video we will try to concentrate on the coordinate systems. Till then, take care, bye.